billionaire owners, we don't care. They'll never have the opportunity again to say, hey, we don't care about what you spend.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese recently shed light on her financial reality, revealing that her WNBA salary isn't enough to cover her basic expenses, including her $8,000 rent. Reese, one of the most influential names in women's basketball, shared her candid thoughts during an Instagram live session, sparking conversations about WNBA salaries and financial struggles athletes face. During the live stream, Reese humorously acknowledged how hate from critics plays an unexpected role in funding her lifestyle. During the live stream, Reese humorously acknowledged how hate from critics plays an unexpected role in funding her lifestyle. However, the convo quickly took a serious turn as she discussed the limitations of her WNBA earnings.
Yo, don't let this be different than our normal broadcast, yo. What's our next topic, you guys?
Let's move.
This shouldn't be no different than what we normally do, y'all. Come on.
The WNBA players are demanding more money from their cheap bosses.
You gave the WNBA niggas one of our t-shirts.
Right.
No bullshit. This is trash. Look how it just lines up.
Yeah, it really do.
Sheesh.
The WNBA All-Star game.
Oh yeah, let's start there. The actual game. Did y'all watch the game?
No.
It was a barn burner for like 2 minutes.
Did you say a barn burner?
Yeah, y'all don't say that?
I said
No.
Yo, I can't.
It was a good game. Caitlin's team played though. The Caitlin squad would play. It was a good game. It wasn't particularly close, but there was a lot of action because of the 4-pointer. And I thought it was a fun game.
I have been watching the WNBA.
Yeah.
Like, I play Prize Picks, and so because of Prize Picks, I've been learning about the players. I'm watching shit. Shit is, women's basketball is coming a long, long way.
For sure.
All jokes aside.
It's some great basketball being played.
It's coming
outside of Caitlin.
You do that more, I'm gonna get you right.
What?
What?
Yo, man.
You watch more basketball? Pay attention. We got you, boy.
Keep mention that like that. Put the prospects in there.
Hey, you do that once a week? We gonna get you right.
You're a fool.
Anyway.
No, but the game was great. But the thing that got the most attention wasn't the game itself. It was the T-shirts that some of the players were wearing.
It was the comments made about the T-shirts.
Well, right. It starts with all of it together, right? The team, they were wearing shirts that spoke to their desire to make more money, right? And to get the owners to pay them more money as they enter this deal. And then the world responded. Some people stood in solidarity. Other people were like, what the fuck y'all talking about? And that became a big debate. And there was also a little backdoor debate, if you saw the press conference with Kelsey and others, about who participated in those talks. Because there were talks about making more money and organizing strategies around making more money. Most of the people were on board. Some people on Caitlin's team weren't, and that became a whole other side conversation. But I don't want to make it about Caitlin. I'm just going to say the WNBA women are asking for more money. They're demanding more money.
What does the top athlete in the WNBA make a year, like roughly?
On WNBA salaries has gotten so out of hand that we're now seeing the league compared to Formula 1, a global sports league that generates over $1 billion a year in TV contracts around the world and has individual sponsors like LVMH that pay $100 million or more. Now, this is obviously a ridiculous comparison for all the reasons I just mentioned and plenty others, but I think it might be helpful to understand what's so challenging about the WNBA negotiation. So for starters, you'll commonly hear that WNBA players don't want to get paid the same as NBA players. They just want to split the same share of revenue.
It's a little lengthy, but it's worth it.
For context, NBA players get around 50% of the annual revenue of the league. They split it with owners, 50-50. While WNBA players only see about 10% of the revenue that the league creates. That sounds like a mismatch, and they should probably increase that. Now, here's the problem with that. The WNBA has never made a profit. That by itself is not a huge problem. Sports teams lose money on an annual basis all the time, and the league will eventually be profitable when its next media rights gets in. The problem is with their cap table. Now, since the WNBA has lost money every year for the last 25 to 30 years, the NBA has funded and covered those losses. It has cost the NBA around $10 million annually. This wasn't a bad deal for the NBA. The NBA was able to package up the WNBA's media rights with their own and sell it as a year-round package to TV broadcasters.
Okay.
Since the WNBA takes place during the NBA offseason. It also sort of gave them a call option on women's sports. If it's successful, it's worth billions of dollars. If not, they write off the $10 million as a tax loss. No big deal. Now, the problem is that at that $10 million a year, that financing was not cheap. Additionally, the WNBA raised $75 million from an outside investor group in 2022 that included Nike and other sports owners. As a result of the NBA's cash and that additional investment, the WNBA now only controls about 42% of its revenue stream. The NBA controls 42% as well, and that outside investor group controls the rest. What this means is that out of that $2 billion media rights deal that the WNBA just signed, the league and its players will see less than half of it. That's why getting to 50% revenue share is going to be so challenging. Now, don't get me wrong. WNBA players will see increased salaries. The league is making a lot more money. Attendance has doubled. Viewership is up. They just signed this media rights deal, and they're adding teams. But some players have been talking about $1 million more a year salaries, and that's not going to happen anytime soon, simply because of the cap table that the WNBA has had to put in place because of the losses over the last 25 years.
It was a little lengthy, but I thought it was important information.
That is very important.
When you have this conversation.
It's very important because it takes some of the emotional stuff out.
These are the top 5 earners in the WNBA. Yeah. Jackie Young, $252K. Kelsey Mitchell, $249K. Joelle Lloyd, $249K. Kalia Copper, $248K. And I don't want to mispronounce this name. Arike Ogunbowale, sounds, I may be fucking them up. My apologies.
She's tough. She's
$241K.
She's tough.
And those are the top 5 salaries.
And the average salary is 106.
Oh, that's significantly higher than it was.
Yeah, the average is 106, and
that's significantly.
The minimum is 66, I believe, right now.
I'm on the girl side in this, and I do think that they will see an increase.
You can't be.
Why?
When you take the emotions out of it, if you're a business owner and you're running a business and you were in a negative for so long, it's kind of only right that you recoup what your investment was, and then start to share that. I think that once the owners or whomever backed it recoups their money, then I think the splits should be more along what the NBA splits are.
See, I disagree with that.
Could be.
Anybody starting a business should expect to spend money and lose for 5 to 10 years.
True.
If in that 10th year, and I'm just freestyling here, if in that 10th year, the person that you in business with get it cracking, and that's when the momentum come and the traction come and the brand deals and the licensing and yada yada yada, then I don't walk in the owner's office saying, hey, y'all lost all this money. I'm going in the office saying, if you want to continue the upswing that's happening here, you got to pay me now. I don't care what you lost.
No, but
that's on you.
But they have had a significant upswing. Like, I don't think if you go back to look at
There's UPS workers making more than Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's making 80, I think.
So we can't sit here and say significant.
I'm talking
upswing.
about from where they were. What I'm saying is there is an ascension for what their salaries are. I think if you look back 5 years ago, 6 years ago, there were no $250,000 a year WNBA players.
I'm telling you, if I'm any one of those girls, I don't want to hear that when I walk in the office. You can save your breath telling me about what happened before now. Right this second, we getting shit cracking, and we got Juju on the way. There's no sign of us falling off. There's franchises that were purchased for $10 million that are worth 9 figures today. So
I mean, one good example is
there's new teams. Hey, forget about all that. There are new teams. You can't tell me too much when I walk in that corner office as a girlie today. I'm not talking about Lisa Leslie and them. I'm talking about today.
I'm talking about and it sounds like I'm just on the side of business. And what I'm saying is you can't expect for us to not get our money back.
Yes, we can. Right. How do you want your business? Wait. Answer this at least. How do you want your business to continue without us, without our participation?
I think that there's a gradual.
And you would never, as an owner, you would never stop this right this second.
I'm saying that there are gradual increases that are going to take place for us and for you.
Would you make that argument for podcasters?
No, he would not.
Yes.
No,
we should only get graduate
That's not true.
degrees.
That's not true. Ish.
And
You are
that's
wrong.
why
Let me tell
That's
you.
not true. Ish. Don't lie.
I don't
Listen
agree
to
with-
this. Ask Ian and them when I talk to them. You know this. I've never came up here and said, "Yo, y'all making this, so I should make this as a result of what Joe's making." I don't even negotiate like that.
That was my strategy.
I've never done that.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm just saying personally.
I'm not saying
I've
that.
never,
I called you damn
because in
Patreon leak.
because in that argument we can say, "Yo, dog, the pod is ascending, and so we are worthy of this." I don't make that argument.
I'm
when
kind of
negotiate.
surprised. I'm kind of surprised.
I never do that.
Your statement to say
When
that.
me and you talked, I don't know about you and Ian talking, and this was years ago, so I'm not putting this on you. And I tried to run that, hey, the annual increase is what the legal annual increase is 3% or 4% or whatever the number was, 5%. You looked at me like you were supposed to look at me.
I did.
That's what I'm speaking to. Not saying that you haven't done it.
Listen to this.
Not saying that you haven't done it.
I'm
before.
saying this. If you were in, all right, I know what. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? I got a little bit of intel. So if you were literally turning a loss, if you were taking a loss, do you think I would come in here and say, "Yo, I need an increase"?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
seriously. All jokes
I'm kind of
aside,
surprised.
if you
at
were
your
taking
statement.
a loss, you think I would come in here and ask you for more money?
Would I don't know. Should I say yes?
No, that's ridiculous. And
I disagree.
Because
I say yes.
if
Cool.
you're losing money,
And you know I wouldn't do that.
and then you have an opportunity to pick up, and you're losing money, and you start to pick up. You expect us to come in here and say, "Yo, the shit that you're starting to gain, pay us with it."
And
That's
Joe's
dumb.
lying,
and I don't
because
agree with
half of your negotiation with me and you got together was, "Yo, you know, we just took on some more
Exactly.
expenses," and you know what I'm saying, like that was your spiel.
Well, no, my position changes depending on which side of the table I'm on.
Yo, stop playing.
Both of y'all do
not
that. That's why
playing.
I'm fascinated by
Y'all
this conversation.
No, that's
What's
not
wrong with
true. I'm still.
Sadly, he's not joking.
That's terrible.
Niggas
Yeah.
snuff you, yo.
Yo,
Niggas telling the truth.
one
Niggas
day he the
snuff you.
label.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Look,
One day he is the label. One day he be the artist.
No, and that's the
It depends on who
duality.
we
And that's
talking
the
about.
duality of life. When I speak to Ish,
It's crazy.
or some people,
It's crazy.
yes, there are expenses that need to be taken into account. When I'm Ish,
Fuck them
I
expenses.
don't give a fuck about that shit that you talk about, dog.
That's fucked
Do you
up.
hear this nigga?
I gotta
do.
be.
This
I
guy
gotta
is
be taken care
nuts.
of. But then again, wait, because it does sound nuts. So let me slow down. I take it back.
Ice is
Wait, hold on.
lost
Stop.
for
Don't say
words.
nothing. Don't say nothing.
I'm
Don't
lost
say
too, nigga.
Don't say nothing right now. Just let me get this point out, because I don't want this to be misconstrued.
Got it.
To talk like Barry Bonds, you have to produce like Barry Bonds.
Okay.
So when I'm on the other side saying I don't care about what you're saying, it's because I've produced like Barry Bonds. So yeah, I don't care about the normal, how this should go. Take a walk and find a way to make Barry Bonds happy.
And that was your stance in the Drake argument.
Yeah,
That they need to go outside and come back in.
you goddamn right. Now, I wouldn't suggest that you try that if you are not
Drake.
1,000% positive that you are producing at that clip.
Well, it's two things with that. One, you will never know if you're producing at that clip.
Oh yes, you would.
Can't.
Yes, you would. You'll never get the confirmation from them.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you'll never get that.
Because
But you'll know.
You'll know.
But the company
You'll
can
know.
always take the other side of
You'll
it.
know.
and that's when you withhold your labor.
Yes,
That's
they could take the other side. If you Barry Bonds, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea for them to do. And somebody on that side should know that.
yeah.
So like right this second with these girls,
Women.
these women and girls, ladies, these ladies have the opportunity or this small window to say to billionaire owners, we don't care. They'll never have the opportunity again to say, hey, we don't care about what you spend
That's your
and how
problem.
you
That's a
got
you problem.
here and your losses and you just now making money. Cool.
Can I jump in?
Even if they don't get their way, they won't be able to even say this again. Go ahead.
This is the only thing I would say, and I see all sides. I see all the arguments. As a business owner, I see it. As a worker, I see it. I think the NBA has a history and a trajectory that we can follow. The NBA didn't make money for decades. the NBA didn't really. I mean, through the '60s, through the '70s,
it was going bankrupt until Magic and Bird came.
Right, but they still kept playing players more, and the argument still was this is a long-term investment. I don't disagree with Ish's point that you have to play a long game here, and I don't think anybody disagrees with that. That your share will increase as we make more money, and the owner has a right to recoup it. But you can't recoup anything or build anything without the players.
Indeed.
So the question is not should you recoup it; it's what proportion should you get while we're recouping it. And I think the owners often will understate how much they're making. I mean, I think the New York Liberty is the good example because you can't tell purely by attendance. You can't tell purely by ratings. And owners do a lot of mathematical.
Know how many Pepsi's being sold, hot dogs being sold, all of that stuff.
All that stuff. But one clear measure is the New York Liberty was purchased for somewhere between 10 and 15 million, and it's valued right now at 450 million. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a huge fucking jump. That tells you these owners ain't just losing money.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking to the.
But then when you start talking about league wide, you'll take the New York Liberty, but then you got to go look at a team in a smaller market. You get what I'm saying?
That's fair.
That's not nowhere near that.
But then you also have to look at the TV shares, which are split this way, right? And you have to look at what's happening in the summer, and you have to look at the fact that there is a big pool of money. I think you're right. I mean, I think the misrepresentation of the argument has been and becomes a straw man, again, not you, but other people, is that they want to make what the NBA's making. No, they just want a bigger slice of the pie.
No, I don't say that.
No, I just said you're not saying it.
And you shouldn't take your product while it's more valuable and higher than it's ever been and try to frame it a different type of way. It sends the wrong message for the 10-year-old and 11-year-old. You should be trying to incentivize the farm system that's coming behind this wave.
Right. We're building
the wave is here now with what these ladies are doing. Mm-hmm. You want to make this wave last 10, 15, and 20 years, and this sends the wrong messaging to the young hooper. It does.
And the truth is,
pay the people that need to get paid.
Okay, I agree with that.
Caitlin Clark signed a 4-year, $338 million deal. Yeah. Right? If you go back to 5 years ago.
With who?
The Fever.
That's $80,000 a year. Yeah.
Right? The Fever. If you go back 5, 6, 7 years ago.
I think you said the wrong number.
He said million. He said million. That's why I said with who.
300,000.
I thought that was a Nike shirt.
Okay.
I heard 1,000 too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I heard million.
Yeah, million. No,
$338,000. I'm sorry. Dollar deal.
Got it.
If you go back years ago, bro, them girls would have died for that deal. So I'm not saying that you're wrong.
That was wrong.
But it was a bad deal.
I'm just saying, but as the stuff gradually, like I think that it should be incremental or.
Can I make one more argument? Because there was a second piece of what I was going to say. Because I hear what you're saying. The other thing is, as an investment, it's a bad strategy. The reason, and I know it's an extreme example, I concede that. But the reason Brittany Griner's locked up in Russia is because she had to go somewhere
to play
to
get more money.
Right. True. So you're risking the legs, the arms, the body parts of these players who have to play around the world just to make ends meet. And so to me, as an owner,
Brittany Griner was locked up in Russia because she had a vape pen. It's against the law to have that out there.
But he's saying she would have never had to go to Russia.
Basketball.
She would have never had to go to Russia to play basketball.
Let me put
it doesn't require the vape pen.
let me put it differently. Let me use it.
I'm wrong.
WNBA players have to play in other leagues around the world during the off season in order to pay their bills. I'm saying that puts your investment at a danger. If I draft, what's my man Cooper Flag? If I draft Wemby, I don't want Wemby playing in Latvia. Mm-hmm. You know,
I don't want to play in the summer league.
I don't even want to play in the summer league.
Yeah, sure.
But if he has to, because I won't pay him. To me, it's worth it just to protect your investment and to protect the league and to make sure that Europe. That you close the market and corner the market on this talent. Okay. So for me, it's all those things too. It's just from an investment.
I'm in agreement with all that.
So I'm saying pay them a little bit more. So for me, the max salary in the WNBA right now is $250. Maybe it should be $500. I'm not saying it should be $1 million because I don't know the numbers well enough.
Yeah. WNBA was founded on April 24th, 1996. Lisa Leslie, a prominent player, earned the maximum salary in the W, which was $91,000, and that's in 2006. Mm-hmm. So no, these numbers ain't. Well.
So in 20 years, it's double plus 100.
Yeah, but that's not great.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not, bro. Again, I'm not against they should be making more money.
You just explaining it from the owner side.
I'm just saying that, giving an objective perspective, like, yo, dog, if we was paying her 100 when we was taking losses, paying everybody money and not making no money.
Yo, you know what? The WNBA, and the people that run it could say what they say in this meeting. They know the effects when they see the effects when Caitlin Clark is injured.
No, but Joe, and that's a big thing.
Yeah.
A lot of these jumps have only really transpired over the last 2 years with the emergence of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Okay, so this is my point.
They getting $3 million sneaker deals now.
To advance this conversation, this should be the point to Kelsey Plum and the rest of them that are shitting on this girl.
Shitting on Caitlin Clark.
We see what the power of 1 and 2 is. So what could it look like if 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 of us decide to take this stance? They're not going to have a choice but to pay these girls.
I don't like the fact that they came for Shorty and was like, yo, well, we ain't gonna say
that. Was corny of Kelsey.
I think that was horrible because guess what? She's corny. The biggest star in this league, and she got the T-shirt on, which is getting the entire movement more notoriety.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if she wasn't in the morning meeting to decide if we was wearing it. Hey, when y'all decided to wear it, she had one, right?
Yep.
And I'm glad that Sabrina told her, yo, that's not even relevant to what we're talking about right now.
It's not relevant. It makes zero sense. Yo, when LeBron James and them stood up and said, yo, we need this, and this done. Nobody said, well, LeBron, was you at the meeting? No, nigga, I'm the biggest star in the sport. So I now come forward and take the public stance that this is what we want done. That matters more than if I was in the back door meeting at 6 in the morning.
Just to be fair, though, they say Caitlin Clark's team wasn't there. Not that Caitlin wasn't there.
People like from her squad or from her representation.
Okay, did they mean from her
That's what I took it as. Like her team, like maybe her.
See, I didn't take it that way. And this is an important piece because the WNBA All-Star game is divided into 2 teams, and one was Caitlin Clark's team. So I thought they were saying that her entire team wasn't there. Yeah, meaning that's not really a diss against her. It was saying she was just talking that she was still saying too much, but I don't think it was personal to Caitlin. I thought she was more saying like
the other team.
It's not relevant to be said.
Oh, it's fucked up anyway. But I just want to say I don't know if it was an attack on Caitlin. I think it was more just too much snitching going on about the whole. Collective bargaining.
The biggest star in the sport is supporting our movement. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
And that's what I'm saying. The last couple of weeks when we've been having these talks about unionizing up here, you know, we've been here, and anyone who wasn't at the meeting is okay. We don't talk about it. True. Actually,
when me and you had the lamb chops,
exactly.
Flip wasn't there, Ice wasn't there. We was just piling.
Hey, yo, real quick. What I wanted to say is that I was kind of surprised at Joe's stance. From a business perspective,
well, stop being professional, nigga. Go on, let's kick his back in.
No. But what I'm saying is that because I go through that as well in my business, where niggas feel like, yo, you got to pay me this, and I'm saying things are just starting to pick up. Why would I pay you this when I can go out there and do it myself? And if you feel you're worth this money, go out there and get it yourself.
Because
so
that's different. Their point to you would be, we the reason why things are picking up.
Yeah, but then I can. But then that's why I'm kind of surprised that he said I can show you that you're not the reason. Number one, number two. Me involving you in this is a luxury.
Yeah, but that's different, Flip.
No, but hold on. But listen,
who's the biggest star in your network? You.
Flip. Yeah, Back Woody.
You. Flip. No, it's you, Flip.
Yeah, but we talking about somebody where I can go.
No, but hear what I'm saying. In the WNBA, they can't do the WNBA without the
let's
players.
stop bringing the WNBA. I'm talking about Joe's comments of standing on the side of a because people use that against me. Listen, people use that. Yo, I heard Joe say this. Yo, nigga, if you know what you worth and you worth, don't bend in no fold. So somebody, if I'm booking somebody, they will hold up content to say I'm worth this, and then when we look at the numbers, you can't even make that shit on your own. So you just doing that. You being selfish. You're playing to my feelings and my emotion, and you're using my man who I respect as a talking point. So it's kind of reckless to say that because it's not true. For the years when niggas if I've been paying you more than enough or more than you're worth to me, and then I've been losing. Now that I'm gaining because I got some traction,
don't come back
and you coming back around.
I got you.
And I can tell you like, yo, about the numbers. When I was paying you this, you shouldn't have got that. You shouldn't have got that. So let's work together and we can go there.
I respect that.
And then
Flip. Here's
that's a tricky spot.
It is tricky, but I got.
You know what the trickiest piece of that was?
What?
When you said to you.
To me, meaning that I have the analytics, so I can show.
Numbers.
So when you go to the accountant and they're like, nigga, you paying, why would you pay all this? Or even before I went to the accountant when I was talking to Ian and he looked at it. Like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Why don't you do this and get a bunch of people that wants to do it and don't feel like they can play on your feelings? He's been saying that.
Yeah, but Flip, like, fuck Joe. Don't stop.
Don't. Okay, man.
Joe just said he bullshitting though.
But he still be
said
doing
depending
that
on what side of the table we're on.
I got you.
Don't. We trying to build something.
I said you need to be very balanced.
No,
and that's where you got me at. Like, so if you could hear that,
no,
like,
don't listen to that nigga.
Mark.
Hey, it's true.
You got it, Mark. You know you go. Hold on. You know you go.
You go with the words.
Hold on. Right.
You go with the words.
Hold on. Wait. Listen. Let me just say this, please. You know you go outside right now and make something on your own. You've shown right now when you go outside and sit on a platform, the views you bring. That's value in that.
You mean selling dope?
No,
yeah, that
come on, man.
Oh,
We talking about like
that platform.
free.
That platform in
When you go outside, you know,
No,
you know the visibility, so you know you can step outside and add something to it. So I feel like my message to people is that, nigga, if somebody don't want to pay you, nigga, go out there and get it on your own and show them.
Go get it.
Show them that you work this. I feel like people hold up content, they hold the platform, they hold the business hostage for selfish means and for selfish reasons.
I think you're right on all of that.
But you just said fuck Joe.
Yeah, I'm just saying fuck Joe.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got a little serious now.
We gotta
I see Corey pointing at me.
We gotta organize,
This nigga
man.
Joe balked out.
This nigga got 20 million.
Yeah, but I don't care about that because I know I'm gonna go out there and get it.
Yo, why y'all keep saying 20?
That's the lie. That's how the capitalist.
Mark, you go out there and get it. Yo, you sat here behind the scenes and told us how much you made of speaking engagements, nigga.
All jokes aside,
Stop,
That's
Mark.
how. No, listen to me. I'm not even being funny no more. All jokes aside, that's how they get you. They be like, oh, you can get your own 20 million. No, almost nobody's gonna get 20 million.
True.
Like that's how they hustle you into taking a short because you figure one day when I get my 20 million, I'll be no.
But what if you believe in yourself, though, Mark? What if the nigga
Flip.
what if somebody that told?
I
What if
believe in
CNN?
you.
What if CNN? Now fuck me. What if CNN told you, nigga, once we let you go, you can't go up there and get what you made up here or get more? You can't tell you that. You step out and talk, nigga, from the land to the railroad, all that, and you get a lot of money.
Yeah.
Cause you believe in yourself. You sit there and have the African people dance on your stream, and you caking up. I don't know if you paid them.
Yo, that's it.
All I'm saying is
It's a hard conversation. I think it's a bad conversation. I think that.
Tell me why it's bad.
I think that's how they divide and conquer us.
that's what I'm saying.
But before you,
I think that's how they do.
Okay, can you explain it?
I just
Because
need to know
I don't want to be on that
He's
side of
back,
the
yo. He's
divide.
back, yo.
I just need to know if this is true. Because I might have heard it wrong. If one of y'all start making 20 million, y'all gonna leave the jar?
Never.
No.
Thank God. All right.
Come on,
Nigga may leave before he make the
I heard it wrong. I heard it wrong.
Yo, what I'm saying, I think that's a bad thing because that's
Tell me
how they
the
divide and conquer us.
Got
And so, what if somebody, let's say a label or network comes and says, "Yo, why you sitting over there working for the nigga Joe? He making $20 million, Joe. You could be doing your own thing, right?"
Yeah.
And so they'll pull you away from something.
Procrastinates. I mean,
But people been saying that to
Go ahead.
niggas. We don't fall for that.
It'll pull you away from something, right? Which is one, the probability, not saying that it can't happen, it's a possibility that you could go on to make $20 million. Cool, you possibly could. It's not probable. But what I'm saying is it lessens this and lessens you. And sometimes that's how they split us up.
That's all I'm saying.
3 years later from now, Flip could be fucking dropping chicken nuggets. and then
Jamaica, right?
and then Joe could have dropped from 20 to 11. You get what I'm saying? And it hurt
I
two
dropped
things.
from 20 to 11. Somebody's getting fired.
Yeah, Flip left.
Oh, that could be true.
You see what I'm saying? So
I don't think you're gonna drop like that. But what I'm saying, you also promote us going out there and get it. You also promote believing in yourself. So it's double.
That's just what he say, so he ain't got paid.
No, that's not true.
Sound good.
Sound good. Well, I do.
I pay you every time WNBA call.
And me.
I have no complaint. I'm worried. This is for Andy Van Slyke and Bobby Bonilla.
Cool shit.
Barry's fine as Andy Van Slyke and Bobby Bonilla I'm riding for right now.
Yo.
Tim Wakefield over here.
Down the strawberry, nigga.
Oh man.
Anyway, because this was about Caitlin Clark
Yes, it was. Okay.
and the girl.
It's about the women of the WNBA.
Yeah.
I
Not about
apologize,
Caitlin
y'all.
Clark.
Pardon me.
Which means Caitlin
Because a
Clark.
bunch of white people sit around saying the boys of the NBA, y'all be mad as shit. But I think that they should be paid. I think we all agree they should be paid more. The question is just how much. And I just think we can't use a traditional job metric to assess it, right? Because this is a long-term investment, and we just got to see.
Speaking of people getting their money, Fat Joe was at SeaWorld.
Oh shit!
Fat Joe was at SeaWorld.
Missed it.
Performing a medley of his hits.
Sure.
Shout out to Fat Joe.
Shout out to Fat Joe.
The internet seemed to have a good time with that.
Why?
So I went and
I don't see what.
I clicked on it. I went and clicked on it once the internet was having fun. Sometimes I'd be down. I'll be honest, I didn't really get the fun this time.
I got it.
I didn't get the fun this time.
Not me neither. I didn't
think it was as horrible of a SeaWorld performance with the audience or people leaving. Even everything was overdone. Like when they said, "Oh, there's the crowd leaving," there was 7 niggas leaving. Like I did hear
That's the internet, though.
I did hear a faint call and reply. Yeah, when he was doing in New York, I heard New York. I didn't think it was as horrible as the internet made it seem.
Because you said the key word. You said SeaWorld performance. What the internet likes to do is do an out of context gotcha. So if it was a Fat Joe show and nobody's jumping up and shouting, it's whack. The nigga, he was in SeaWorld. They didn't come to see Fat Joe. And he still had that place full and enough people in there were rocking to it. So I don't think it looks bad either. But if you look at the internet's passing it around like it was like his show and nobody was into it. So
all these SeaWorld shows are like the halftime show?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, then knock it off.
That's what I'm saying. They're here to see a whale.
Yeah.
They're not.
Well, stop.
Stop. I wasn't even. Yeah. Yep.
Listen, I've been saying I feel like SeaWorld has a bag. I feel like some of the people talking shit have never had to perform in front of people that were not fans of them.
Word.
Or just perform.
Or perform, period.
Yeah, or perform,
Like,
period.
y'all giving him way too much credit, bro.
So yeah, Fat Joe going out there at his age and doing all of those hits. Like I'm not never shaming that unless there's good reason to shame.
Do not
right?
shame Fat Joe slaps, man. He's got mad fucking
the internet,
bangers.
just like anybody is not popping right now.
Yeah.
Trying to point out that there has been
breaking news. Ozzy Osbourne